Proud to serve northeastern and central Pennsylvania. This is WNEP 16, the news station. Now, Nolan Johannes, Karen Harch, Chief Meteorologist Tom Clark with his backyard forecast, and Joe Zone on sports. This is the Newswatch 16 update.
Federal environmental officials are expected back at the Yakavazi landfill in Old Forge tomorrow. So far, they haven't found any real evidence of toxic wastes while digging at the dump this week. And the owner of the landfill says the officials aren't likely to find any hazardous waste. In an exclusive interview today, Peter Yakavazi told Newswatch 16's Bob Reynolds he's done nothing wrong.
You'll be willing to hop on a bulldozer today and go up there and start digging that stuff out of Pit 5?
Yeah, damn right. And I don't need no monkey suits on, or my men, because I know there's nothing dangerous there.
But government studies have claimed that there are toxic waste at the Yakavazi landfill in Old Forge. Next, meteorologist Tom Clark will be coming up with his Frosty Friday forecast.
And I think you better bundle up. Boy, even at 6 o'clock it was chilly, Tom.
It sure was. Feels like winter out there.
Sure
As a matter of fact, tonight is the coldest night in more than 6 months. Talk more about that. Also, the difference between Saturday and Sunday's weather. Stay tuned.
Renault announces 10.9% financing on Alliance, Encore, Fuego, and Sportwagon. New Alliance convertible. Highly acclaimed Alliance sedan. 10.9 financing on Renault Encore. Hurry! Finance offer on all Renault models ends November 30th. Plus, see the new Jeeps. America's largest selection in four-wheel drive. Now more than ever, the ones to watch are the ones to buy.
10.9% financing now through November 30th. Details at participating dealers.
Tom's got that heavy winter coat on, and he needs it.
Man, it feels good having it on. Clear skies now in my backyard, and according to National Weather Service records here in Avoca, you have to go back exactly 7 months to find temperatures as cold as they're going to get tonight, like way back on the 2nd of April when it was in the mid-20s. Let's check the numbers now as they stand in my cold backyard, to say the least. 34 degrees now. The humidity is at 52%. Those winds are dying down, and the barometer is still rising. Range in temperature today, 53 since 7 o'clock this morning. 34 the low so far. 1 year ago today, we had nice weather, and the low was down to 40. All righty. Now, the moon is out tonight, by the way, now in the western sky. This color satellite picture just in, showing the kind of air that'll be moving in over Pennsylvania tomorrow, so don't worry, it's not going to rain Saturday. But look at this. Another major storm system coming in over the far northwest that will race across the country and spread more rain into Pennsylvania before this weekend is through. Now, here's my forecast for dawn tomorrow. You will need blanket protection when the sun's coming up tomorrow. Look at these temperatures up in Lopez, Sullivan County, 16 tomorrow morning. I think about 27 in Mayfield, Mount Pocono, 23 with some frost. Ellisburg, 29, Avis, 29, frost just about anywhere tomorrow morning. Now, through the day on Saturday, a lasting chill. Despite plenty of sunshine in the afternoon. Clark's Green, 47, and Clark's Crossing, 48 for the high tomorrow. That's in Handover Township. Tamaqua, 51, and would you believe Clarkstown in Lycoming County. I like those names. Beaver Stadium at halftime late in the afternoon. Wear a warm jacket if you're heading out to the Penn State game. Only the middle 40s in the afternoon. Now, let's go to the almanac and check that sunrise and sunset. 6:38. And the sun will set tomorrow night at 4:55. Clear tonight. I think 27 the low here in Avoca. The record low is 26. Sunshine tomorrow, clouding up. It will rain on Sunday. So do it outside tomorrow and don't wait till Sunday. A cold day on Monday. Election day should be dry as I see it now. Karen and Nolan, I'm going to go home and stoke the fire.
Yeah, in the fireplace, right, isn't that nice?
Have a good weekend.
That's nice.
Okay, you too, Tom.
Okay.
Next, you guessed it, it's Friday night, so that means football.
And that means we turn everything over to Joe Zone, Tim Carlson, and sports reporter John Evans. 16 Sports Final is next.
It's It's love at first bite with Mr. Donut Donuts. That's why donut lovers everywhere say,
hey, Mr. That's a donut. Hey, Mr. That's a Mr. Donut Donut.
you'll love our fresh-made taste. It's why donut lovers all over the world say Mr. Donut. Give us a try. After one bite, you'll say,
hey, Mr. That's a donut. Hey, Mr. That's a Mr. Donut Donut.
Folks, we've got an incredible night of high school football. Upsets all over the area. 14 of our Super 16 teams in action tonight. League and conference titles on the line for a couple of our teams. Right, Tim?
Yeah, I guess so, Joe. And the thing is, I think we have a little clearer picture of what the story is in the Eastern Conference playoff picture and maybe even some other league titles, too.
Big games in the Big 11 and in the Wyoming Valley Conference. We'll get to those in a moment, and you won't believe some of the action. But first, the game that decided the Centennial League Championship. John Evans was in Carbon County for the game between 9th-ranked Lehighton and number 11 East Stroudsburg.
On Lehighton's first possession of the second quarter, it started from the 3. After a 2-yard gain, watch reserve fullback Roger Neff. On only his 3rd carry of the year, he'll rip it 95 yards for a touchdown. He'll win the foot race for sure. With a 2-point conversion, 8-0 Lehighton, 8.5 left in the first half. On East Stroudsburg's first possession of the second half, they tried an option play, but Lehighton's number 81, Mike Semmel, bats down the toss, and the Indians recovered. 4 plays later, on a 4th and 1, Todd Steigerwalt goes off right tackle, in from the 15 for the score. The extra point was good, 15-0 Lehighton, 6:10 left in the third quarter. The Indians' first try in the fourth quarter. Steigerwalt again. He'll romp 45 yards for a touchdown. The extra point, 22-0, 7.5 left in the game. Lehighton scored one more time late to ice it. The final score, Lehighton 28, East Stroudsburg nothing.
Second half, yeah, we wanted to come out and run the ball. We knew what they were going to do to us defensively now. We knew where their sets were. We made some good adjustments at the halftime, and we came out and our blocking schemes worked a lot better in the second half.
So the 9th-ranked Indians do it tonight. They clinch at least a tie for the Centennial League title. They can win it outright next week by beating Notre Dame on Saturday. John Evans, Newswatch 16 Sports in Lehighton.
All right, Centennial League scoreboard. Lehighton beat East Stroudsburg. Pocono Mountain shut out by Stroudsburg, 44-0. Northern Lehigh, 28. Pleasant Valley, 12. Palmerton, 27. Northwestern, nothing. Colonial League, Catasauqua, 35. Nazareth, 6. Bangor, 47. Saucon Valley, 8. In the northern tier, Waverly, 60. Sayre, 21. Wyalusing, 18. Towanda, 14. In the Wyoming Valley Conference. The whole season on the line, really, tonight for 2 football teams, Nanticoke and Wyoming area. And it's one of those games where you hate to see either team lose, really.
That is absolutely correct, Joe. And you know, the thing is, you get that big build-up into the game, and you think it's going to be a big, and then all of a sudden, boom, the balloon bursts. Let's take a look at the highlights right now. And it was not to be a good night for Nanticoke at all. Their very first play from scrimmage, and they fumble. Wyoming area takes over on the 34. Then a few plays later, Kenny Kopechny with a 6-yard run. A fine effort here for the touchdown with a point after. 7-0 Wyoming area after the first period. Wyoming area grinds the ball out all night long. A 55-yard drive finished by Joe Bednarski, a TD run. It's 14-0 Wyoming area at the half. Now, early in the third quarter, Wyoming area's drive is stopped. They punt, but Nanticoke fumbles, and Wyoming area recovers on the 2-yard line, and the next play, the Warriors capitalize. Joe Bednarski again with a touchdown run, and all of a sudden it's 22-0 Wyoming area. And again, Bednarski will finish off another long drive. This will make it 29-0 after 3 quarters. Finally, the icing on the cake for the Wyoming area Warriors as Malski sneaks in to make it 36-0. One happy note tonight, however, for Nanticoke area, and that was Gary Phillips, the quarterback for the Nanticoke area Trojans. He threw to one of his receivers late in the fourth period to go over 5,000 yards, and he's the first guy ever to do that in Nanticoke area history. We talked to Paul Maranka after the game about the football game with Wyoming area tonight. He was happy with their execution, happy that they were able to come back from their loss over to Handover last week. He was very happy about them heading into the playoffs, which they are. Now they are the Wyoming Valley Conference champions.
Big game for Wyoming area, as you say, on the bounce back. Another important game in that conference tonight. This one for all of the B marbles. 3rd-ranked Hanover against 13th-ranked Meyers. Now, it was 0-0 after the first half. Scoreless game, but then the first big play, third quarter. Meyers quarterback, Gene Maffey. Watch it. Intercepted right here by Mark Nice of Hanover. He takes it down to the Meyers 5-yard line. Next play, this week's sports star. You know him, Steve Kaminsky. He goes over from the 2 for the touchdown. Point after was missed, 6-0. Midway fourth quarter, another Meyers interception. Hanover, 4th and 9 on the Meyers 25. There's Matt Kukowski, hits Mark Nice, and this is a Hanover touchdown. Point after missed, 12-0 Hanover. Hanover's next possession after yet another Meyers interception. Steve Kaminsky makes it 18-0 with this blast up the gut. That made it 19-0. And then the next kickoff, Meyers' Chris Schwartz. Watch it. He takes it. He goes up the middle. 83 yards for Meyers only. Touchdown. The 2-point conversion made it 19-8. That's the way it ended. 19-8. Later on, head coach Al Kopez talked about the second half turnaround.
Meyers is out to play this football game. And we said, we're still the champions. We got to come out and play like champions in the second half, and we did.
Okay, let's go to the conference scoreboard. Wyoming area, big over Nanticoke, and Hanover, big over Meyers tonight. You're looking at your A and B representatives probably there. Coughlin beat Hazelton 23-6. Now, in that Coughlin-Hazelton game, third quarter action, Coughlin's already had 17-0. With the ball, number 12, Joe Olszakowski, back to pass throws, but it's picked off by number 21, Mike Kerr of Hazelton in the end zone. 1st and 10 from the 20. Hazelton third down driving, but watch this, number 8, George Holloman back to pass. He is sacked. And the drive continues now. Coughlin on the 15-yard line. Olszakowski scrambles, runs 85 yards right here. As he breaks away, he goes all the way for the touchdown. Point after no good. 23-6, the final score. Coughlin winning that game. High school football scoreboard. Check it out. Hollidaysburg over Lock Haven, 41-20. Pottsville beat Pittston area, 21-12. Juniata over Penns Valley, 28-8. Jersey Shore, 22. Bald Eagle area, 20. Lewistown, 12. Belfont, 3. State College beat Indiana, 23-0. Kishikukillis, 71. Montgomery, 0. Bucktail over Muncie, 13-6. Okay, in the Big 11 tonight, undefeated conference leader North Pocono against Old Forge. This one was a dandy.
Unbelievable. They may be calling this one the upset of the year, except in Old Forge, where they probably thought they could win. Let's check out the highlights right now. Quarterback Jim Fahanic passes to P.J. Kelly for the 6 touchdown points for North Pocono as they go up 7-0 over Old Forge early in the game. But Old Forge comes back. Quarterback Dave Krzyzewski to Craig Carey for the touchdown from the 35-yard line, and it's 7-6 North Pocono. But the Old Forge Blue Devils come back one more time. Watch quarterback Dave Krzyzewski one more time to Gene Scalise for the touchdown. Old Forge led at the half, 12-7. The final, Old Forge upsets North Pocono, 18-7. All right, also in the Big 11 tonight, let's check out another game right now. 4th-ranked Valley View against West Scranton. And here's Westside's only touchdown in the ball game. Number 80, Bill Stetzer, with a pass from the quarterback. The final of that game, Valley View wins it over Westside tonight, 27-6. Let's go to the scoreboard right now. In the Big 11, Scranton Central over Scranton Prep, 13-7. Eastern Conference now, Bloomsburg over Danville, 32-14. Blue Mountain beat Panther Valley, 47-7. Minersville shut out North Schuylkill, 38-0. Line Mountain over Upper Dauphin, 20-14. Schuylkill Haven over Mahanoy area, 39-0. And Columbia Montour Votech, I don't have the
31-14. The one.
All right,
Central
Joe.
Columbia won that game.
All right, our top-ranked team, Berwick, in action again tonight.
And, you know, sometimes it's tough when you've got the conference clinched and a playoff spot clinched. Berwick tonight started slowly, but they did get up for this game. And let's take a look at it right here. It's second quarter action, no score. Berwick with the ball. Blitz Melito gives it to number 34, Billy Knorr, for a couple. And then on the next play, Melito hits number 28, Pete DePippa. 37 yards, a touchdown. The point after good. Berwick led 7-0, and they go on to win it tonight. Our number 1 team. Final score, 26-8. Eastern Conference scoreboard. Mount Carmel, number 5, over Milton, 33-8. Shamokin beats Shikellamy, 18-14. Shenandoah Valley, 40. Pine Grove, 6. Williams Valley, 20. Millersburg, 14. West Branch, number 8, Montoursville, 31. Mifflinburg, 10. Loyalsock over South Williamsport, 18-6.
All right, more scores in the East Penn. Phillipsburg defeated Bethlehem Liberty, 16-7. That puts a lock on the East Penn title almost for Phillipsburg. Bethlehem Catholic over Deeriff, 21-0. Freedom beat Emmaus, 20-9. It was Easton over Allentown Allen, 7-0. Parkland over Northampton, 28-8. And in the Suburban Conference, one score. It was number 7 Honesdale over Bishop O'Reilly, 41-8.
Okay, that's the high school stuff. Important to remember now, North Pocono and Valley View are tied with identical records, but if that's the way they end in the Big 11, North Pocono goes because they beat Valley View in the head-to-head competition.
Right.
Okay, tomorrow, Penn State home with Boston College. We've got the game 3:30 here. I'll be at the game. What do you like tomorrow?
I like BC by 10.
If it's 21 points or less, Penn State will win. If they go over 21, it's Boston College. Take that for what it's worth. It's called a cop-out, okay? NBA scoreboard, okay? Philadelphia beat Dallas tonight. Boston beat Detroit. Milwaukee over Washington. Indiana beat Cleveland. NHL, Buffalo over Hartford. And the other two games are ties. Fishing game forecast for tomorrow. Let's check it quickly. See what it looks like. Best time to go tomorrow looks to me to be 9:15. There it is. Okay, that's everything. Nolan and Karen will be right back.
Good night.
Fresh bread. Fresh baked bread. Something you can't find anywhere except at a great restaurant like Wandas on the Park. Pumpernickel, orange, rye, apple, banana, cheese bread. All served by Wanda's special bread girl to delight your taste buds, along with Wanda's salad show prepared tableside. The bread and salad show are free with every meal at dinner. And think about it. If Wanda goes to all this trouble for bread and salad, imagine what the entrees are like. Wanda's on the Park, downtown.
Finally tonight, here's an economic fact the Mondale camp might like to use against the Reagan forces. It'll cost us more this year for our Thanksgiving meal.
The Agriculture Department said a turkey dinner with all the trimmings will cost each member of a family of 6 $8.35 each. Now, last year, that same meal, turkey, stuffing, potatoes, gravy, vegetables, and other side dishes, cost $7.77. Actually, the dinner only rose 5% in the last 4 years, but jumped 47% between 1974 and 1980. Actually, Mondale better not use that because I think the Republicans were in power when it didn't go up.
That's true. That's it. Good night.
Good night.